Hi guys, what a glorious day at Perth, at Optus Stadium, Perth, Western Australia. A sort of day that this I can't rub the grin off my face. It's the sort of day that lifts your spirit, that makes the sky look a little more bluer, the grass a little more greener. It was a glorious, glorious day. A real diamond sparkled in all his brilliance at Perth today, and the king returned. It was a real return of the king moment. It was a tremendous day, and then the best in the business, the best in the world, showed us again why he is the best in the business across all the formats. There's a lot to talk about. Let's start off with the scoreboard. Take a look at the scoreboard. India started the day at 172 for nil. Rahul and Yashasvi started the day again. Yashasvi was on 90. Rahul was on 62, if I'm not wrong. Um, I thought Rahul started the day pretty well. He looked pretty solid, but he, he just a good ball by Stark, but he was a bit unlucky. I felt, like he was playing well, just took a edge. But what a day for Yashasvi! What a day! I mean, it's a sort of day. You go to Australia, one of the, if not the toughest place uh, for a foreign player to go and perform. You go to Australia; it's your first test. You get out for naught on in your first innings, and from there to come back the way he has, the and to play the way he has played with authority, with panache, with you know at times with brilliant imagination, and at times with brutal strength in a sort of sense. The sort of like that six of Nathan Lyon, or the six of against against Stark. Yashasvi has just shown the world why, what is to come, basically, because he's just finding his feet, because I don't think we have seen the complete range of his shots, or he's only going to get better from here. On the arguably the fastest track in the world, certainly with the reputation of the fastest track in the world, the bounciest for sure. uh, to go to Australia, go to Perth, first test of your life in Australia, and to produce an innings like that. It was fantastic. It's brilliant, brilliant. The way he got out, I mean, like, it was a rag long hop from Mitchell Marsh. Obviously, sometimes it's another thing about cricket. At the end of the day, you look at things. Sometimes it's the nothing balls or the bowlers that you don't rate much, which is quite obvious that Yashasvi did not rate Mitchell Marsh much. He was trying to come down and all those things. He was trying to just hit him out of the park. Uh, but it was a rank long hop. It was there to be hit. I know he could have hit it anywhere, but unfortunately, it was right from the middle of the bat, but straight to backward point. Um, but 161, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant innings. He looked good for a 200 minimum, and could have gotten even more. But yeah, it was a brilliant innings. In many ways, I think it would be an innings that he would look back very fondly, and it would give him a lot of confidence. And he's someone to watch out for in the coming years for sure. You know, I think his best years are ahead of him, and it will be brilliant. Now, the other big thing, the return of the king, Virat Kohli. Right from the moment he walked out today and started playing, he looked a lot sorted. He did not. There was not that nervous energy that we saw in him in the last few innings. He looked a bit keen to just put bat on ball, to just get going. He didn't look like that at all today. He looked sorted. His body language was great. He had a smile on his face. He was, it was, and the way he started also, he defended the balls, and they were coming to the middle of his bat. He was getting them, and the first boundary that he hit, that gorgeous straight drive past the bowler, past the stumps, the on drive. And it was that point that I thought, okay, yeah, this would Kohli is back on. He's switched on, so to say. It was brilliantly for India with the bat, actually. Frankly, the only disappointment would be if I have to look at it that way. Pant, Rishabh got a, you know, I guess India was so secure by that point when he came, and Rishabh being Rishabh, he ran down the first ball against Mitch Marsh. I think it was very wide, but I thought also that Nathan Lyon and Alex Carey probably planned it also, and had planned it brilliantly. They probably had an idea that he will run down. So the first ball Nathan Lyon came to bowl to him. He ran down, and Nathan bowled it wide, and it was a simple stumping at the end of the day. Uh, the other guy that I thought that was a little disappointing because the stage was kind of set for a Rishabh Pant blitz, so to speak. Uh, but I thought Devdutt Padikkal was again. I was a little disappointed because I thought he just didn't look completely assured of himself. Of He just didn't look confident. He, uh, I mean, when you're positive and when going out there looking to score, that body language also he lacked. But I guess I'm sure he will come back stronger. But yeah, he was a bit disappointing. Washington Sundar played well, played the perfect foil for Virat Kohli for a long time. Didn't score quickly, but he held up that end beautifully. Hit a brilliant six of Nathan Lyon over the covers. It's a long boundary. And it was just a simple sort of flick of the wrist, but it was a brilliant six. And he was playing very with a lot of discipline. The first time he played across the ball, and he got bowled of Nathan Lyon, and then came Nitish Kumar Reddy. Wow, what a revelation that boy has been! He in the first innings he was brilliant. In this innings, he was equally brilliant, if not more. It was just the he batted with such authority. It defied the fact that this is his first Test match. Yes, India was in a very strong position. Yes, we had a lot of runs on the board, and we were looking to score quickly. But still, that innings, 38 of 27 balls, two sixes, three fours, but it was brilliant. It was, uh, the sheer brutality of some of the shot making was lovely to see. And it was great to see the confidence that as a debutant to have that confidence. It augurs really well for India, and this pipeline of you know Indian cricket and the cricketers that are coming out of it. Uh, it was again, I think it was a great moment for him that he was playing alongside his idol Virat Kohli, and yeah, and Virat. I thought this was a really, really very important innings for Virat because just given the whole situation that he finds himself in and the fact that the vultures were circling around him, I thought this was an excellent riposte. It may not be, and it isn't his best 100 or anything, but it's a very important 100, and it came right at the right time. And Virat, the way he played, he looked assured, and he played with a smile. The fact is, it did not, you know, he was not tight today. I felt that his shoulders is moving brilliantly, and he took it on with the right spirit. I felt, and there's great balance in his shot making. Initially, a few balls, while was not perfection that when even he drove. But as I said, that straight drive, that was just perfection. And from there on, I think it just slowly all came together. And he kept getting better as the innings progressed. As he got set, he was brilliant today. And especially the last hour of the day was, I mean, if you haven't seen it, catch the highlights or just play that last hour and a half. Just played ball by ball. It was like a highlight reel. In fact, it was that good. It was India was obviously Jasprit was looking to declare for obvious reasons. We already had enough runs. It was already over. I mean, like it's close to 450 when Nitish came, and or maybe it may even have been over 450 or close to 450. Uh, and Nitish came. Obviously, the message must have come that go hard at it. Let's score quickly, and Nitish got on with it. He took the aggressive route and did it brilliantly. Did it brilliantly, frankly. And Virat also found himself in the position from where the team needed him to score quickly, and also India was at the end of the day were waiting for him to get to the 100 so that they could declare, because I think beyond 500, once India crossed 500, Bumrah was waiting there with pads and gloves and everything on and arm guard on. Once India got to 500, Bumrah took the arm guard off. So that was must have been the target that he had in mind. So yeah, and so Virat also in Nitish's company started playing aggressively, and some of the shots he played, that six of Nathan Lyon. Prior to that, he played a brilliant uppercut six of Mitchell Stark. That was beautiful. That ball actually dropped and hit the security guy on the head who was looking at the crowd. It's his job to look at the crowd, not the game, you know. But hopefully he's all right. The Australian physio, went there and took a look at him. Hopefully he's fine. So that was a brilliant six, that uppercut. But the second six of Nathan Lyon straight down, what was a brilliant shot. And then some of the shots Virat started playing at when he was attacking, Nitish was attacking, he was attacking. It was fantastic cricket. It was you couldn't take your eyes off the screen. It was that brilliant viewing. Some of the shots he played, especially a pull shot of Manas Labuschagne. I think it was Manas Labuschagne. Yeah, yeah, mostly Manas Labuschagne only. And because see the square boundaries in Optus are really really long. I mean, I think they're probably the longest boundary of any cricket ground in the world. And there were all the players were back, all the fielders were back, and he split the gap, and they both ran for it and both dived and all that, and but still it was there. And then to get to his 100, it was tremendous drama. It was brilliant drama. It was on 96. Again, Manas Labuschagne, who was for most of the day when he came to bowl, he was coming and bowling the bouncers. Quite surprisingly, some of them were actually in the 130s. I think one or two might have been even 135 plus, just edging 135 or touching 135. So he was bowling, coming in, bowling him up and bowling bouncers basically. But when India went into that mood, he was employed to bowl his leg spin. He bowled a few. He was trying to bowl a negative line, which umpires warned him of first, and then called a wide or two. So Virat was there 96, and it was great drama. It was obvious that India was just waiting. Bumrah was just waiting to declare. As soon as he got the 100, he will declare. So Virat, played Manas only. A brilliant shot. You could call it half sweep, half pull, half sweep. To the boundary, the fielder dove and got some hand on the ball, but it was brilliantly placed. The fielder also did well, but the ball tickled over and went to the boundary. But I mean, it took a little while for the umpire to confirm that it's a boundary, and then the celebration came. Uh, it was a brilliant moment. It was a brilliant moment, not just for him, for Indian cricket, I feel, because of Virat Kohli getting back in form, right? And in the first test of the series, a 5-match series, that augurs brilliantly for India. And Virat's love affair with Australia continues. So then India came to bowl, and the brilliance of Jasprit Bumrah. Whew. It was first Nathan McSweeney ball that he first bowled three balls that went away, and then he bought one in. It was plumb LBW. And then Pat Cummins, who I thought was quite brave in a sense to being the captain and everything after having had bowled the whole day. He came out as a night watchman. Mohammad Siraj got rid of Pat Cummins, edged, caught by Virat, and then Panas Labuschagne came. And then again, Jasprit Bumrah, brilliance, a brilliant ball coming in. He jumped, tried to, and the ball stayed a little low, to be fair. And that has started to happen pretty regularly during the last hour and a half of the game. As the day progressed, those cracks have started to open up, and now some balls are staying low. Uh, but most of them are staying low from a crack just outside the right hander's off stump. Not so much from the middle, but still, Bumrah exploited those conditions brilliantly. A brilliant ball. Manas jumped trying to leave the ball. Ball hit his pad. It was not. It was hit outside the off stump, just outside the line of off stump, but no shot played. So umpire gave it out. Manas reviewed, and it was plumb. So the day ended there, and the match is poised beautifully. Here's a look at the scorecard once again. Uh, so tomorrow, India needs to take 7 wickets, and Australia needs to score 522 runs to win. It's going to be a tremendous day tomorrow. I'm sure that India is going to wrap it up tomorrow, and it will be a really, really, really great start to the series. Going 1-0 up. Yeah, I mean, so I can't wait for tomorrow. I hope you know. I hope you guys will come and join me tomorrow as well. And guys, if you're liking the content, a thumbs up, a subscribe would help me out putting out these videos and all. So I'll really appreciate that. So until tomorrow, I'll be back after the day's play with my 2 pens. Until then, take care. See you guys.